Hello, everybody. Grady Polcyn here, Family First Life. Sitting here with my man, Jon Iversen, in a training series with him as a top 50K plus producer, selling insurance at a high level, booking appointments at a high level. Today, we're going to talk about what he does inside of his in-home appointments. Life insurance sales, from at least at a Family First Life, is facilitating requests, going out there and putting clients in protectionary products that they requested. But there's nuances and there's essences and there's structure to it that Jon has mastered in his short time here with us, which is something that you could all do here if you're looking to get started in life insurance sales. So I'd love if you would kind of walk us through your process and talk to us about, how you do it, how you structure it, any tips you have for a new or a top agent that they could pull away with that's allowing you to sell at such a high level.
Sure. I remember back to when I first started and I watched Paul McLean and I watched Stephen Yee, and they always said, your in-home starts in the car when you get to the home. And it's so true. And I adopted that from day one. I probably watched those trainings 10, 20, 30 times. And it starts in home. I mean, it's really the mindset that it starts. The mindset is, I'm going to uncover why this person requests insurance in the first place. I'm going to help them protect their family. And it's my responsibility to do so. So it's unacceptable for me to walk away with anything less than a sale today. Now, that doesn't mean I have a 100% close rate. I don't. But that means that I put my best foot forward. I leave it all on the line. I attempt and I give my all. And if I don't walk away, then I call someone and I ask Hayden, yourself, whomever it may be, so I can get better. And so it starts with that mindset. And then entering the home, carrying on, I know I did a training a while ago about how to speak on the phone and how to dial the phones, and you have a assertive language with calm consultative tone. That starts at the door when you knock and they open up. Say, hi, I'm Jon. I'm here for whatever type of appointment it is. Mortgage protection, final expense appointment. Do you want my shoes on or shoes off? And what I do, we always talk here at Family First Life about the assumptiveness or the assumptive close. I lift my leg and I put it on my thigh and I take off my shoe. I don't let them respond to me yet. So I'm taking off my shoe as I'm saying I'm here for our appointment. That way they feel really bad about telling me no, right? So I'm just being assumptive the whole time. And then they usually will say, oh, no, you can keep them on. That's fine. Come on in. Now, I do get porched here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty slim.
Sure.
So you get in the home, you do want to, I'm like yourself, I enjoy building relationships with people. I collect stories in homes. It's my favorite thing to do. And so I ask them, how long you been here? And you walk in, how long you been here? They tell you whatever it is. Great, I need to go ahead and sit at a table. Why don't we look over there? Why don't we sit over there, kitchen table, wherever the table is? Because it's going to be a lot easier than having your iPad on your lap, trying to pet the dog, trying to focus on them at the same time. So we get over there, we sit down, and I say, hey, why don't we go ahead and get rid of get the formalities out of the way. Here's my license. You can see the state seal right there. Here's my ID badge issued by Family First Life. You can see my names line up. So does my license number. That way, I say that I am who I say I am. Credibility from the get-go. Okay. Then I start by getting their why. After that, I transition to getting their why. So help remind me again, Grady, when we spoke on the phone, I know it was only 2-3 minutes, so I don't really remember, but what was it originally that you were looking for when you filled out that form about final expense coverage?
I just wanted to, maybe get some quotes.
Okay, sure. But you obviously had something in mind. Did something happen? Did someone pass away recently that caused you to want to get information on pricing? Yeah,
one of my friends passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of us have had to go through that over the last year and a half, and I can certainly sympathize with that. What I will say is my goal today is to understand or to help you understand what your options really are. I'm what's called a field underwriter number 1. So that means I'm not going to send a nurse out to draw your blood. What I am going to do is ask questions about health history, see what you might qualify for. Then I'm also going to ask questions about financial background, make sure I'm not recommending something that's financially inappropriate for your situation. Because Grady, it doesn't make sense for you to have coverage if you can't afford it. If the coverage isn't there when you pass, God forbid it's going to be decades from now, there's no point in you paying for it, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So why don't we start by diving into some questions on how, and then I'm right into it, right?
Got it.
I really don't spend 5-10 minutes trying to draw out this super deep emotional why. They know why. I just need something that I can use as leverage so that if they give me pushback at the end, when I'm starting to fill out the app, I can just bring that back up and I can talk about it then. I can draw the emotion out then. So I've been able to actually increase my efficiency down from an hour and a half an appointment, which was ridiculous, to about 45 minutes an appointment.
Nice.
In and out. And it was 2 reasons why that. I was spending too much time asking them about where they're from and their kids and all this stuff, and too much time drawing out the why on the front end. So anyway, you go through that, ask the questions. We have the whole credibility sheet that I do show as well in there. Push it in front of them. You can see I work with 15 different carriers. The reason why I do that, Grady, is because I don't want to be a captive agent where I'm forced to make you think that my company is the best fit for you. I want you to know that it is, because I can cross-reference all these companies, see which one's going to be most affordable. And frankly, based on your health condition, some of them might not take you, right? So at least we got some options here. Then we dive into it at the tail end of showing the credibility sheet is when I say, so Grady, it doesn't matter which company that you end up going with. Every single one of them has to do 3 things. Number 1, they got to make sure you are who you say you are. There's been a lot of fraud in insurance happen over the last 1.5 years because of COVID. So they're going to cross-reference your social, make sure you are who you say you are. Number 2, you can't buy insurance with someone else's money, Grady. I know it sounds kind of funny. It's got to be your banking information. Number 3, they're going to look at your MIB. Make sure that what you're telling me is actually truthful. MIB is Medical Information Bureau. It's just a system of shared information about your health history. So I couch the fact that I'm getting their social and their banking information in a very friendly way.
I love that.
Yeah. And so when I get to the point where I'm asking for social, it's not weird. When I get to the point where I'm asking for banking information, one tip here that I like to do is I say, so who do you bank with, Grady?
Chase.
Chase. Okay. Now, does Chase still does paper checks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got some paper checks. I don't need the check, actually. In fact, they don't let us take it for security reasons. Just need to see your account and routing number associated with your name. Go ahead and grab your checkbook real quick. And can you get me a water? I'm getting really thirsty as well.
That's excellent.
Yeah. So I learned it from you. Remove selling pressure. Any opportunity you can to remove selling pressure is going to help you when it comes to closing, which is kind of ironic because most people think that you need to create sales pressure to be good at sales.
Yeah.
It's quite the opposite here, which is fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, through using the credibility sheet, when you see the carriers, through being well-spoken, through being confident and knowledgeable. Now this comes with time, but you can if we're brand new and we just show up at a house and wing it and call our manager and go, I'm not sure what to say, then, this is a business. We need to be prepared. Top producers still listen to training. Top dialers still listen to training, and it's cultivating and curating the best possible word tracks that we can have and put together to go serve these clients. And so just like you're saying, your skill set has developed through hundreds of hours of not only listening to audios, but also being in the home with the client, which is now yielding hundreds of thousands of dollars in income. It's interesting the way that works out.
In 2 months, which is wild.
Not bad, buddy.
I know.
So if you enjoyed this, check out, there's a whole series that we're doing with Jon right now as a top 50K plus producer. Check a link down in the description below to if you'd like to connect with him. And with that, thank you, Jon.
Thank you, Grady.
All right.